Okay, let's begin this, shall we? F9 and
Hold on, sorry, hold on. I'm gonna go get myself something to wrap up in because my toenails are turning purple from cold.
okay.
Be right back.
What a thing to hit F9 on. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right.
You're doing some exercises up there, mate.
Are you talking in character or are you talking out of character?
Well, I don't know if Cecily would have that accent, so I'm assuming out of character.
Okay. No, I'm not doing exercises. I'm making sure my audio is going to sync up with the video.
I was just saying because I saw you were also moving Nevin over there too. So I was fixating my eyes on that while you were testing audio and video.
Oh, syncing. I was syncing them.
No, I understand that, but that's why I asked the question originally.
Yeah, this way I have a visual cue on top of my audio cues.
Like how you had to ask if it was in character or not.
Because I was moving my character back and forth.
I know, but considering the accent I made.
Well, you didn't do your Howley accent. You did some weird accent, so I mean, I don't know.
Well, it certainly isn't a Cecily accent.
How would I know that?
Because you've been in over 7 sessions.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything.
Kinda.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, Cecily hasn't been in sessions.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright. We good to go?
Yes. All of the hot heat air stuff is in Tim's room, and he has the door closed, so he can't get out to where I'm at. So.
What? Oh, hold on. Let me.
Well, no. If you open up your door, then we're gonna be echoing.
Well, we've been recording for the past 2.5 minutes.
Let's get started then. Picking up where we left off, Maska got kicked in the in the gut, so...
Guys, please. Guys, please.
We don't need to embarrass Maska any further than he's already been embarrassed.
He does that himself quite well.
I know.
God, you guys.
Speaking of Maska...
What the fuck was I gonna do?
Embarrass yourself further?
I actually don't remember.
You're currently still holding Velvet, who just kicked you in the gut.
Well, your initial plan, I believe, had to deal with suffocation, which you know.
Oh, right, that.
Which you cannot suffocate at the speed, but...
I mean, he doesn't do
I'm
that.
gonna use assessment.
Oh.
Alright, what are you trying to... Well, actually, assessment does have a pretty specific thing, which it does.
Yeah.
So, I am going to roll this thing against Velvet's.
Okay, so
all right. Let's see here.
Insight check. Opposed target's deception check result. Okay. So,
Maska, you think this critter is probably better at dodging and parrying stuff than you are while wearing that mask?
I was more hoping on to see his will. Her will.
If you're in a damn your target's attack and defense bonuses relative to yours, lower, higher, or equal. With each additional degree of success, you learn one of the target's bonuses exactly. If you lose the opposed roll, you don't find out anything with more than 1 degree of failure. GM may lie or otherwise exaggerate the target's bonuses. So, I mean...
Could I? No?
Basically, you didn't roll high enough
Well-
to get that information.
Well, Niv, he could learn if it's just lower or higher than his own.
Let me just check that. What is your will, Nazca?
A 9.
Okay. You think it probably has a lower will if the fact that it's letting itself be bossed around is any indication.
I'm gonna smack Delipsy on his face.
Alright!
Shoot!
Shove the mask on the small of a sieve! Shit, fam, let's do this shit.
This can't go wrong. When a statement goes like, alright, let's do this shit, that's never good.
Alright, so what happens when someone else wears a mask? Nazca, please enlighten us.
Alright, so you know how he uses it without any problem? Thing is, there is a problem because the mask has a creepy mental influence, which is an affliction. If anyone besides Maska uses it, it can either be controlled by the mask or not.
Alright, what DC does Velvet have to beat in order to fight this thing?
DC 5. DC, affliction of 5, which is I think a 10.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay,
No boy.
so based on this, she's still flailing, but less so.
Oh. Alright, it kind
She's
of worked.
currently entranced.
Alright.
You can tell because she's screaming about weird voice in Velvet's head.
Shit, that didn't work as well as I did. At least she's somewhat influenced. Okay, knock her out. She tells Navi and Naveen. No,
Nevin.
fuck. What's his Nevin?
Speaking
Nevin.
of Navi, Navi's just like shrugs non-committally and fucking vaps in the back. Okay, so that's that against. Alright. Oh. Boop. Velvet lets out a cry of pain as Navi punches her in the back.
Eh. Eh.
I'm sorry, Iriel. We have to do this. She's a criminal.
Right now, you're a criminal too, Iriel, so be glad I'm not punching you.
Ooh.
Monster Hunter!
Coming down the stairs, looks down the way, and sees this shit.
I will allow you to freely move to about the end of this shelf over here, because, you know, a little unfair that you guys would basically have to spend your entire movement just to get over there.
It's like he basically... So, real quick, I'm going to do another insight thing, but I'm going to basically try and read both Iriel and Velvet at the moment. Not necessarily their capabilities, but rather what they're most likely to, like... What they're most likely to do in this combat over here, because I have the distinct feeling that I don't want this to escalate with the fucking dragon.
Okay.
So, sounds like an insight.
Monster Hunter,
Yeah?
you don't think Iriel wants to fight, but at the same time you do know that she will fight if she wants to protect her friends. Velvet, on the other hand, is just flailing around. You're pretty sure that she's still trying to fight. She's already in the fighty place.
Well, considering considering he's pretty much already determined that Velvet is, in fact, a member of a slave species of sorts. Or a slave race of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to her.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
I'm going to. I'm just trying to think of. I'm just trying to think about the best way of putting this. So he's going to essentially just move around to here, 2, 5, 6, and he's going to call to Iriel and state, "Can you stop her?"
Ariel just kind of looks over and gives him the hands in the air, shoulder shrug thing, like, no, I don't know, kind of thing.
I better not be the. He just sort of looks toward Velvet once again. She's very much in that fighty place, so that's probably not good. And I'm gonna go ahead and hold my action for now. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna hold my action. Just to prepare for himself, pulls out a potion, glugs it.
Oh.
Okay, which potion are you using?
The strength potion.
Oh boy. Be sure to. Well, firstly, can you roll that so we can see what that does?
Certainly, I'm putting that together for you right now. All right, and I need to essentially. All right,
The mask is
strength.
totally just enveloping her face. That's hilarious.
Hey, it gets the job done.
Okay. I'm getting the macro together. I'm sorry, this is taking me just a second. For some reason, this was never put down on this end, so I take it.
That's all.
I take responsibility.
Yeah, I was
on
about
that.
to say that's all on you.
All right,
Oddly enough, that's what Nevin would say.
and fortitude was supposed to be 6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's right back.
Oh my God! I am gonna spend a hero point to reroll that.
I was gonna say.
Please.
Oh my God! I am not going to take that. No, sir. Fortitude.
Well,
Keeping in mind that's halved, so that's more like DC 13.
well, considering.
Isn't that just power up? I mean, you don't have to get a success, right?
In this case, if I don't get a success, I take damage because these things are ridiculously bad.
Yeah.
They taste so bad, you guys.
Well, let's see here. That'd been
I love
The
third
thing
degree.
about Monster Hunter's potions is that if he or whoever is drinking them does not pass the associated check,
Fortitude save.
then they will actually take damage.
Yeah.
All right, so he drinks it, throws the bottle on the floor. You see his eyes kind of like dilate a little bit, and they get a little bit bloodshot there. His veins kind of get all black and inky on that end. And then suddenly, this scrawny-looking old dude suddenly buffs out and like grows a little bit.
Navi looks over, completely deadpan, says, "I'm pretty sure digestion doesn't work that fast."
Those are
Would
some strong drugs. Holy
would I
damn.
have been able to detect if that thing was magical or not?
It ain't magic. No, that's straight up chemistry right there.
Okay.
All right,
All right, Dr.
Cecily,
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes.
your turn.
Cecily, for a better lack of terms, is quite done with this situation, considering the last time she saw Velvet and Iriel.
She regretted it immediately. So that's your free action.
Give me a sec. You said what's the extent of where she can move?
Right there.
Right about there, yeah.
Well, that's for the free action. You have normal movement stuff and things right now.
Okay. So Cecily just assessed the situation, showing a visible agitated look on her face. Quite frankly, getting both scolded and dealing with the same walked away from earlier is not a double whammy. So she moves over to where Masca is holding Velvet. Tries to give Velvet a good glare, and interrogates the question, "What are you doing here?"
Would you like to roll an intimidation check?
Sure thing.
Against an entranced foe.
Does that do anything?
Oh. It's up to the GM. I'm not worried about that.
The way you said that.
Does it, Niv?
I'm going to re-roll that. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna just cut in real quick. Entranced. A combined condition. An entranced character is stunned, taking no actions other than paying attention to the entrancing effect. Any obvious threat automatically breaks the trance.
In this case, Navi.
Yeah, so Velvet was freed from the tranceness by Navi punching her in the back. So
Okay.
go right ahead, Cecily.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll this because holy shit.
Actually, that is an 18. So
Yeah.
Still a roll of a 1 to a roll of a 3.
Alright. Velvet looks over at Cecily, like, still got this mask on her face. Keeper told Velvet and Dragon Lady to come here and take things.
Please tell me that you aren't responsible for why we're here.
What?
I'll take that. I'll take that as a no.
Well, why are you guys here? Are you psychics?
Yes, want to see a little psychic magic trick.
Oh, Velvet does! Velvet does! Wait, Velvet can't see past this mask thingy. Mask guy, can you take the mask?
I'm gonna wait for Cecily to do her turn.
Let's see.
Unless the...
Is there anything else I can do, or...
You moved in, the intimidation is an action, so...
Oh, so... Unless you have another hero point. Or we want to do extra effort and become fatigued.
Okay. As a free action, Velvet kind of pushes the mask up just enough so that she can see.
I'll let you have... I'll end my turn then.
Great. So... I start chanting. Creation of the mystic arts bring forth the mystical energies into a physical plane. And then I create a box of mystical energy around these two.
What?
Ooh, pretty.
Wait, I'm holding.
Then get in there.
God.
Navi's like there, I guess. Unless you want her in the box too.
No. They're both within the 5-foot square as far as I'm concerned.
What? Vane, you asshole! Get me out of here!
You're the one that was helping detain, and I appreciate your doing so. I'll let you out as soon as we can have a little more of a permanent means of detaining these two criminal elements.
Not enough.
I swear to God, I'm going to shove my boots so off your ass, you'll hurt your brain.
Masca, shut up for now.
Navi's just face palming.
Anyway,
Is that your turn, Nevin, or are you gonna move or do thing?
So, considering that these things are, I have to actively keep it up with the, since it's continuous, but it's innate, so it can't be nullified. I'm just gonna walk over here. So why are you here, aside from to steal something?
Velvet doesn't understand. There's other stuff.
Like anything in particular?
Nope. Keeper said take thing that looked nice.
And you, Iriel?
Just following along.
Following along with a known thief.
Ariel kind of puts her hand up on her face and looks down. It's like, long story.
No explanation needed. You went beyond your parameters. But I don't know what will be said about all this. But we have an investigation to take care of here, and having you two appear to steal anything else will get in our way.
Ariel looks over at Cecilia like, help, 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 help.
That's my turn.
I know.
Speaking of Iriel,
yeah.
it's your turn.
There we go. Looks over at Cicely, help, 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 help.
Hallie?
Yes, I know.
You're getting the dragon dog eyes.
It's like, I'm really
I'm
not.
gonna just do a quick thing here. Alright. So, Nase, how big did you say this was again?
It's basically the 5x10.
What happens if something grows inside of it?
It would probably try to contain it.
This seems like an awful time to do this, so...
Oh, oh, Mask is in it too.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Oh, that's
It's
not
a-
good.
It's at about this time that
Pop.
Aldrin looks over at Nevin, kind of brings his both arms over to gesture and states, "Dragon."
Oh shoot, I took... add turn was 19.
Alright.
Dragon, not enough.
So, with that, there's a DC 15 to try and break the walls there, Niv. Unless you want to narratively say it's completely busted. You're the GM.
Iriel has a strength of 11. I'm gonna say narratively it gets busted.
Alright. All the mystic energy just shatters. It's like, what the hell?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ariel curls up. She knows she's done bad.
What about Maska?
And she like covers her eyes. She puts her front feet over her eyes on top of her snoot.
So,
And is just trying to
what
hide.
about these three?
I was like, what about Mask?
Yeah, that is true. Maska, roll your dodge, please.
How bad is it?
It's not that bad.
Okay. Good news and bad news. Good news is you managed to kind of tumble yourself out of the way in time.
Yeah.
Bad news. You dropped the Vestige.
Shit.
What about Navi?
Navi also managed to get away in time.
Nice.
Oh no! I was about to say, oh no, and the Mask fumbled out, or maybe it didn't. I can't tell. You keep moving it.
Yeah, that was just, it was looking blurry on my end, so.
And before the Vestige
Okay.
steals the mask.
Iriel, now that you're a dragon, what do?
Well, I said that she had curled up, but like, it only takes her like a few split seconds to be like, oh, wait, I should do something. Crap. So she's gonna turn around and pick up Velvet. Because she knows that Velvet shouldn't be able to get away because they need to question her.
Mm-hmm. Roll me the unarmed grapply thingy.
Bloop. I
Alright.
don't know if I should use my hero point or not.
Wait, that's human.
Oh, shoot, you're right. Hold up.
Well,
Hold up.
you're as human, but are you rolling from the human sheet or the dragon sheet?
I rolled that accidentally from the human sheet. Let me...
Okay.
Because, she grabs with her unarmed with her tail.
Would you like to re-roll that?
How is it still showing up? Oh, because I'm on the... Hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled a 7.
I'll re-roll that. I'll use my hero point. Let's try this again. Ding. Bloop. That's a little better.
Okay. You do actually manage to do a grab on the Velvet. And she ultimately completely fucks up trying to get out of your tail grab. She is now wrapped up by tail.
Nice.
That over there real quick and...
Oh, good.
She looks down at Velvet. Velvet okay?
Why? Why? Velvet confuse.
Confused.
Come.
Aww.
I'm real sorry.
Good job on capturing one of the criminals, but you're still gonna have to come down to the station to answer for your actions.
I'm gonna say Velvet's wrapped up pretty good right now, so combat is over for now.
Aria looks over at the other human who she's never seen before. Look. No, she can't.
She
You're
can't
a
talk.
Dragon right now.
I can't
That's
see.
right. So then what she's gonna do is she's gonna give him the stink eye and stick her tongue out at him.
Okay.
And she's gonna go walk over to Cicely and sit behind her. Hopefully not squishing
Mascos.
Mask at the same time.
Who's pretty
It's like-
hurt.
And Aldrin proceeds to just sort of you see him just kind of try and calm himself down a little bit. Gives it just a little bit of time before his muscle mass kind of decreases a little bit, and his veins kind of turn back to normal and whatnot. His eyes turn back to normal, but he just he's just sort of like, Cicely, I realize that we have only just met, but I think I'm going to need you to catch me. And he just leans on her.
Okay. Well,
And we haven't even started investigating yet.
exactly. I'll be going off to do that. You guys can recuperate or whatever.
I now have the tired effect, by the way.
Cool.
I'm gonna go heal Velvet.
Waste of a perfectly good strength potion.
Alright, before you do any more movement, I'm just gonna do some... Are you guys actively or passively investigating?
I'm gonna actively investigate.
Alright.
I didn't know you
sure.
could passively investigate, honestly.
Well, I'm asking, do you want to do perception or investigation,
Oh,
basically?
I'm doing investigation for sure.
After Masca heals Velvet, and I don't think I can heal Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's a
Unless it's like restorative or rather, or something like that.
Which means you would take it onto yourself. Because it's energized that does the healing thing for tired, fatigue.
Energize, yeah, that's the one.
Alright, then I'm just gonna go, after healing Velvet, I'm just gonna go investigate them.
Alright.
Alright.
Maska,
Mm-hmm.
you notice there's a hole in the wall.
Oh, neat. I'm actually not gonna tell Demean because he's being a dick.
Dime.
Speaking of Nevin, you don't see anything that's been stolen.
I'm gonna poke my head through this hole.
Alright. Let me just see a thing.
Oh, take off my mask first.
You look injured.
Maska, the hole is pretty dark, but it looks like it leads. It looks like it does go somewhere. You think this is probably how the thief got in?
I'm gonna go inside the hole and see where it leads.
Alright, we will get to that in just a second.
As he goes to do that, I come back. I don't see anything that's actively been tampered with or stolen. Or at least as far as I can tell. No fingerprints, no footmarks, no scuff marks, nothing that I could find.
Let me see if I can see anything. You go make sure that Monster Hunter gets back on his feet, and try not to do anything unnecessary with Irio. Okay?
I am fine. I can still work.
Okay,
If
so
you say
do you
so.
want to also roll investigation, Monster Hunter?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Monster Hunter, as you sort of wander around, do you think that sort of this direction is the way the thing would probably be?
He just sort of glances over at the rest of them. This way.
Cecily follows.
By the way, where did Maska go?
He went.
Sneaking.
Would you
Did
like
you
to roll
actively
yourself?
poke your head back out and just sneaking?
Maska, are you gonna roll your stealth or?
Yes. I fucked it up. It doesn't matter.
Cecily's like,
Nevin, you
probably
kind of look around and see the hole he went through.
Okay. What's going on over here? I'll go. Do I detect any magic from his masks or whatever? Because I could roll.
Shit, probably.
Well, right now, the awareness, the awareness mask, awareness magic thing that I have, it acts as an active perception. So it's like a normal perception where every 10 feet there's a -1.
How far in the hole
But
am I?
I do have a 10-foot radius around me, so I could perceive something behind me that's magical.
Well, the hole doesn't go very far.
Mhm.
But so, Nevin, you're able to pretty much pick up that he's gone through to the other side. Monster Hunter and Cecily, as you get to about this point, you think you probably were mistaken.
He's just sort of...
no, go ahead.
He just sort of he just sort of looks about a little bit and just sort of like picks up a random trinket, kind of looks it over a little bit. I have the suspicions that I am beginning to wonder where that feeling came from.
Cecily face palms, still not in the mood for things.
He just sort of glances. He just sort of glances over at Cecily for a moment and says, "She was in no danger of actually joining them."
I know. Right now, it was, but considering how random it was, and since the reaction of it didn't exactly go back at the office, I'm not exactly in the best mood for this.
Try not to judge her too harshly. She is young. Or
It's
dragonkin.
not the one I'm having the problem with.
He's like, is the new one?
Lucky guess.
He just sort of looks between a bunch of other trinkets and whatnot, kind of looking between them all, and states, "He is driven, very single-minded, very dangerous in that respect."
He's not wrong.
He just sort of raises a brow. I do not suspect that he is doing it. I do not suspect that he is merely acting out of passion, but rather out of ambition. At least that is how I read him thus far.
Thing is that he was recruited. Well, we didn't exactly have a choice in how we mainly got involved in this matter.
One moment before we continue that conversation. Hey guys, how's the sewer treating you?
Niv,
Yeah.
Niv, you gave me you gave it to the wrong person.
Gave what to the wrong person?
A message. A message.
I get you two confused easily. I'm used to that being on Howley. Well, whatever.
Why don't you guys
Okay.
just go to like normal names thing?
There. Yeah, that would be very helpful for future whisper name thing. Anyway, you guys walk out into the sewer.
Should change it right now.
Fine.
Well, get rid of those
There you
special
go.
symbols because it fucks up the thing.
You're just.
No, it seriously messes up the whisper thing.
Jack the Dusk.
It's just Howley.
It just works.
Howley, it works.
Howley at work.
Do it, Howley. Howley, it works.
Why does it
Sure.
sound like I'm talking to myself? How it works.
Can we go back to
Sorry.
thing?
Yes.
Sorry. Shit. Can I take a moment to heal myself?
I was
Sure.
actually going to have myself take care of that.
Then never
Alright,
mind.
Nevin.
Never-
Nevin.
Never mind.
Damn, you look beat up. Here, hold on a second.
Oh, it's you.
Yes.
I was hoping you wouldn't. I was hoping you wouldn't follow me.
Well, someone's got to keep an eye on you and make sure that you don't destroy yourselves and everything else around you. Hold on a second. Stay still.
I was really hoping it would be Navi, Sicily, maybe Monster Hunter, but I don't know him that well.
Yeah, well, neither do I. Quite honestly, I don't know any of you that well, other than your track record so far. Good job with the gnome, by the way.
How do you even know that? Jesus, you're.
It's in your reports. It's just...
Why is my scuffle with a goddamn gnome in a police
I
report?
didn't see...
Meanwhile, Navi
I didn't
smirks.
see anything about a scuffle. I do remember seeing information about you handling an old man and his gnome.
Whatever.
Anyway, hold still. Magical
Alright.
energies that come forth, heal, mend these wounds. Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay, with that, Maska, your wounds do fade. I will also say that enough rest time has passed that the staggered would go away without forcing Nevin to take
Well,
it.
with healing, it will fix staggered.
Yeah, but I believe energizing means that you take the condition on
That's
yourself.
only fatigued and exhaustion.
Alright, okay.
Alright, let's just see where this leads. I'm going to investigate whatever trail there might be in the sewers. Considering people don't usually go into sewers.
Okay. There is a ladder about here. I did not put the ladder on the map, but where that is.
Is there nothing else down these roads?
There's more winding sewer stuff, but
nothing of interest?
nothing of interest.
Alright.
So we know where they might have escaped to.
Yeah, over there. He points over at the hole with the ladder.
Alright. You want to try to make it over there?
Sure. I'm gonna use my wall climbing to go overhead and go over here.
Alright.
So like, Maska is like, yeah, sure, and then hops on the wall, goes all overhead, and drops down back here.
Like a show off.
Alright. Alright. Mystical forces at hand. Bring forth the wind to guide my flight across.
Nice.
Alright. Would you guys like to see where that ladder leads?
Sure.
I'm going
I'm
first.
flying, so I don't have to climb.
I'm driving on to W.
You guys are here. Pop out the manhole.
Well, okay, so get a surveil of the place and better get out of the street.
Alright.
As you get out of the street, a car goes past.
Alright.
Drivers.
Yeah, well, you know.
I didn't even know there were cars here.
Magical society does not mean
Magic
that we're
cars.
outside of
Yeah.
technology's world.
I know.
I mean,
Hey.
you bought cell phones. 2 people.
Yeah. I keep forgetting. We are modernized magic fantasy land, whatever.
Mhm.
Magic and science aren't necessarily opposed. Sometimes they work together.
Alright, so I would like to use my little magic perception, since I do have here it goes, magical analytical mystic, so I can analyze any possible magical energies that were around here, perhaps.
All right. Give me that. Will, what would I be rolling for this?
Yeah, I don't know what the analytical rolls would end up being. Might just be
Perception.
yeah, but I think perception.
Or investigation.
I don't think it's investigation.
Well, investigation would make sense because it's analytical. I'm analyzing the composition with magical senses. Where my awareness for magic is perception, where I'm just kind of passively perceptive to mystical energies, especially those that are within a radius of me. So I don't have to actively look at
Alright.
them.
So this is going to be that. And based on that... Alright. You can't actually pick up on any magical energies. You have the feeling whoever did this was distinctly non-magical. Or at the very least does not practice magic.
I know. How many days has it been since the robbery?
That's a good question.
It was sometime last night or the night before, like a short enough period that they would have noticed the thing went missing.
Okay, is on the manhole cover. Is there anything that traces somewhere?
In what sense?
Like I don't know, dirt, water. I mean, they had to get over the river of sewage.
Wow, they could have gone through it too.
Yeah,
Or done something like you did.
yeah. But then again, you did say they were non-magical.
You're saying your wall climbing is
Did
magic?
you use magic to crawl over a wall?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's magical. It's actually magical.
Oh, right, because of your distance to your masks.
Yeah, it's actually magical.
Okay.
So, would there be any some sort of trail that leads out of the manhole cover? Any type of at all?
Let me see here. You don't actually see a trail.
Hmm. Maybe
Shall we check back in on the others?
I was about to say
Yeah.
call on the others, see if they had anything.
Down here again.
Oh, we're there.
Shoot, these guys are... Yeah, why are you guys there? No, you're not there. Shoot. Oh, back over here. We have Iriel keeping Velvet from doing thing, and we have Cecily and Monster Hunter. And also Navi is just kind of keeping an eye on Iriel.
It's
Because
like
you fuckers all wandered off.
Navi, how are things back over there?
They're fine. How's your thing going?
Not well, but we're going to keep looking to at least see where they might have stolen said artifact.
I would like to just take a I would just like to I mean, we're in a relaxed environment right now, right?
Yeah. Well, while you do that, I will be right back. Sorry.
Okay. He's just but yeah, he's just sort of looking over everything and states, how did you get involved in all this?
Well, it all started at this magic shop, right?
Hmm. He's just waiting for her to continue.
First, I met up with this cowboy named Alex, and that's when I also met Maska, whose father owned said shop. That was, of course, we ran into these two criminals that were trying to rob the place. Maska, of course, stabbed one of them out of fear. Don't ask.
Mm-hmm.
And once we gave chase, that's when we ran into Iriel.
Glances over at Behemoth Dragon in the distance.
Very, very sad, Brian.
Apparently, Iriel got caught up with these multiple dimensional portals that are opening up. And essentially, prior to trying to keep her out of police witnesses, essentially after Navi sadly took the fall for Iriel, we were able to convince them to set up a police force to not only legally have Iriel and Navi walk around, but also to help with the small crime and any other dimensional portals that opened up.
It is fortunate that you found them when you did. He states, I probably would have been hired to come after them.
I'll keep that in mind.
He states, I wouldn't have, considering how I know them now, I don't think I would have carried out the contract, but, well, it's very difficult to get to know the personality of your prey when you are pursuing them.
I imagine so. Just wish things didn't get so complex at this point so early on.
If it helps, I do not believe you are I do not believe that you are in any danger of her consciously causing problems for anything. He proceeds to state as he's still looking through everything over here, just trying to see if he can get a lead.
Well, when the GM comes back, she'll probably let you know if you find anything.
And he's just sort of like, there is not a lot known about dragons, or only hearsay, folk tales, things along those natures. But in this case, I subscribe to the belief that there are some dragons that are inherently good, some dragons inherently evil. I believe she is one of the former, at least if her current behavior has anything to say about it.
At least she certainly has good intentions, despite where that lead up.
As I said, there's so little lore on monsters that... Hold on a moment, breaking character.
Okay.
Never mind. Anyway,
Okay.
what was I saying? Good intentions aside, I do not know what could possibly motivate a creature such as that to come to this world on purpose.
It wasn't.
He just sort of nods, acknowledging touche. And what?
Touche.
Yeah, touche. It means you win.
Okay.
What did you think I said, you dirty-minded son of a bitch?
Tushy!
Fuck up.
Just in the middle of the conversation, this old man's just like, Tushy. It's like, what?
Well, first off, I don't know how a man came down here.
Anyway, but
Hi, Nick. Welcome back.
hi, Niv. We're still looking for things.
All right. Let me just do a thing real quick, and
Yeah, they were just having some small chat while you're gone. But yeah, we're still
Which
investigating.
is good to fill up the airtime.
How am I supposed to breathe with no air?
All the air in the world. Oh, stop eating all that. No, mine.
But yeah, as there is, excuse me. He proceeds to, suddenly he just sort of pauses for a moment, snaps his fingers. The old woman, she stated that the defenses for Araku were intended to drive off invaders simply by making them wish they were not going the right way, correct?
That's what I was able to manage to figure out, or understand, rather.
He proceeds to hum a little bit deeper. Why do I not want to go that way then? He just points in a general direction.
which general direction?
Right now he's pretty much going for this entire half of the room.
All right,
He's like-
let me just.
Why do I not want to go with this?
Okay.
This is
That-
going. Mhm.
That declaration almost seems to shake the thoughts out of your head entirely.
Are you trying to suggest that it was over there?
He just pauses for a moment. I think I should probably follow my feelings of impending doom, he states as he just sort of walks toward it.
All right, you gonna move or?
I'm gonna start moving this way, and I'm like he said, he's following his feelings of impending doom.
All right. As you get closer, the feeling intensifies, and then it fades.
He just sort of looks over it. Could I do magic to know what that is?
Hey, go right ahead.
I wanna
roll
know
their
who-
magics.
I like how you're doing.
I can't believe I just rolled a 2. Anyway.
You know what? Because of your prior knowledge, I will say that it is enough. Like the old lady said, this is basically the don't look this way charm. The charm that basically makes people think, hey, you're going the wrong way, or don't come here. That thing. It's that.
He just sort of looks back at and says, I believe we have found it.
There's a sort of pedestal here,
Cecily
but
walks.
whatever was on there is gone.
Is Cecily allowed to walk up beside him? Or does she have to
Yeah,
go through?
yes, you are. You can go on over that way now.
Something's missing here. I'm assuming that's where it was stolen.
Indeed. He proceeds to take a closer look at the pedestal and just sort of examines it, trying to determine, is this like a ritual? He's like, it looks to be some sort of ritual, or at least, or at the very least, some sort of seal. He looks over it a little bit, trying to determine if it needs to be maintained or not. First and foremost,
It does need to be maintained, but it looks like they were pretty good about maintaining it.
he's just sort of he just sort of like kneels down. What is this, like just chalk, or is it like some sort of special, some sort of chemical, if I may ask?
It seems to be just pure magic.
He just sort of cautiously pulls out his like silver dagger and kind of like sees how it kind of interacts with said magic. Like kind of sticking it toward there.
Hello, random arrows.
I think Nase and Jack are a little bored. Okay.
Better than drawing on.
You
the
feel
field.
some resistance at first, but then you kind of stab it into it, and the runes sort of shudder a bit before all cracking.
Remove it, remove it, remove it!
Yeah, he's not necessarily like sticking it in there, but he's more just trying to see if there's like, but more like he'd pull it out the moment he felt that resistance there.
Yeah. Okay.
So he just sort of stores it back in his coat and states, "This is very powerful magic. There would have to be a very strong sorcerer necessary to create such a ritual."
The only question...
You also, if I may, if there were someone with some sort of magic or ability otherwise that could directly counter this field, like the feeling of go away, don't look sort of thing. If someone were capable of directly countering that, you think they would have no problems going over, grabbing the thing, and just leaving.
He just sort of pauses for a moment. And I'm going to do another investigation thing. I'm going to start looking for evidence of like magical components, things necessary to cast spells, that like remnants of stuff needed to cast spells, that sort of thing.
Well, you don't find it on the site, but you are also in
like
a literal storage room of magical items.
Well, this place is pretty well kept as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking for stuff that's not well kept.
You can't find anything.
All right, fair enough. He's like, whoever cast the spell to approach this object in the first place was... He just pauses for a moment, trying to find the right word.
Skilled?
Yes, that is the word. My apologies. He just sort of looks toward her and states, "Whatever you do, do not step in the magic."
I wasn't planning on it. Personally, other than my eye, have any magic.
And lastly, this is the only thing I'm going to do from here. I'm going to try and figure out exactly what kind of object I realize this is some sort of power source and whatnot, but I'm going to try and determine what the hell could hold, what kind of the hell would sit on this pedestal here.
Alright, let me just... You have a feeling it was some kind of orb. Like, not a big orb, like a probably could hold it in your hand orb.
He just sort of sighs deeply. What is it with magicians and their crystal balls?
That is a good question. We will try and answer that after the break.
See you later.
Oh, jeez.
Hour 2! Yeah, new record.